In the ancient year of 2021, dinosaurs roamed the earth. In Amber Isle, a cozy-looking prehistoric life sim announced during the 2021 Wholesome Direct. I've been following its development ever since then, so I was delighted when the folks from Team 17 gave me an early copy to check out. Amber Isle has you running a shop on an island filled with prehistoric critters, known as paleofolk. You start with the shop in disrepair as you crash through its ceiling, and with the island nearly deserted. As you expand your shop and tidy up the town, more folks will come to live on Amber Isle, bringing life back to it. It's a bit like Disney Dreamlight Valley, but without the excessive monetization, and it has the charm of Animal Crossing games, especially with its really cute art style. In fact, Amber Isle does what I wish Animal Crossing had done from the start. You can actually play as an animal. What's wild is that the initial version of the game had a human player character, but Ambertail Games changed course and gave us what we really wanted. There's a wide variety of options, including multiple types of dinosaurs, lizards, and mammals. Plus, if you're intimidated by all the options available, you can choose one of the presets. I'm so glad we don't have to be human, since the paleofolk of Amber Isle is where the game truly shines. The game is flush with brilliant character designs, so it's hard to pick a favorite among all the critters that you meet. Your usual in-game day goes like this. You'll spend some time cleaning up the areas outside of town, get some crafting materials, use those crafting materials to make items, and then sell those items in your shop. In the process, you'll unlock in-game achievements for each small victory, which awards inspiration, a currency used to unlock more crafting recipes or new areas of the island. In my playthrough so far, I've stuck to just selling a handful of starter recipes instead of using my inspiration to get new ones. I chose to instead save it for opening the gates to new areas. Maybe once I unlock all of the gates, I'll start buying crafting recipes, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna hoard my inspo. Amber Isle gives you direction through playing through it, something I feel is missing from other games in the genre. There's a story, and you need to complete quests and milestones to progress. It doesn't feel like an aimless, make-your-own-fun sort of game. There's goals for you, and that really helps people like me. Befriending paleofolk is an important mechanic in itself. You can get on their good side by talking to them, giving them gifts, or even just hanging out with them. Certain paleofolk will upgrade your tools, allowing you to break bigger rocks or chop bigger logs, which is important if you want to clear paths to new parts of the island. One thing to note, your tools don't break in this game, so chalk that up to another win for Amber Isle. Running your shop is the core of this game though, and it makes for a pretty fun minigame. You start by organizing your store, stocking the shelves, and setting your prices. Sometimes the store editing menu can be a little difficult to navigate since the camera doesn't always follow your cursor very well, and you've got to go through a menu for each item that you want to stock on a shelf. It's a bit tedious, but it works. When you open the shop, your customers are going to be bringing in their messy paws too. So, you'll need to clean up after them to keep your store's reputation squeaky clean. Balance your janitor duties with the customers coming up to the register, and it almost feels like the chaos of Overcooked. Customers at the register will either try to haggle with you, sell you something, or make a request for a custom order. The haggling system is fun, but since I'm always flush with cash, I usually just take the first offer I get, so I can increase my friendship with the buyer. I've also noticed a few inconsistencies with what the buyer says and the offer that they'll take, so it feels like a minor bug that should be ironed out soon. Your shop isn't the only thing you decorate. While you don't have a home to customize like in other similar games, you do get to customize the whole island, including where you place new residents' houses. The decorating has some similar jank to the shop customization with camera and placement issues, so I hope this gets smoothed out in the future as well. That said, I received this copy before launch, so I'm sure the rough edges that I dealt with can be addressed in future updates. Despite those issues, I've still put nearly 10 hours into this game, and I plan to put in many more. It's oozing with charm, lovable characters, and a simple yet rewarding game loop. Amber Isle scratches the Animal Crossing itch with big dino claws, creating a cozy life sim with plenty of elements that make it unique, and I can't recommend it enough.